Hi, welcome to episode 4 where we do up this library space. Now, you are actually sitting on my major shelves, and I don't know about you, but this wall behind me needs fixing. I think we can put some beautiful shelves that I've had in my living room space in here and do this whole thing up and make it as aesthetic as possible. If this is something you're interested in, keep on watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this a thumbs up if you enjoy it. So let's get started. Let's get started. I have a lot to do and only 2 days to do it in. Let's do it. Now, this is currently the space that I'm working with. I have about 2 meters, 200 space. Depth-wise, there's not a lot of depth, so I'm going to have to be mindful of what I'm putting down here in this space. But I can essentially take up this entire breadth of the wall of the wall across. Now, I do need to move that, but we're actually moving the shelves from the living room. Now, a little bit of an inception. I'm filming this at the same time as I'm doing the living room ones because it's going to need a lot of changeover. But essentially, I'm taking these shelves, cleaning them off, Poe's whinging because I've taken his squeaky toy off him, so just ignore him. Taking all the stuff off and putting them in the library and making them as aesthetic as possible. I am so excited. I do have a bit of stuff everywhere, but we're actually going to take books off the shelves that I think are the most aesthetic, and because the sun doesn't hit this side, it's probably going to be best to have it on this way. Also, I'm probably going to keep the blinds closed in here anyway, so also ignore that. I'm organizing that later, but we're going to make this so pretty. I am so excited to make it like witchy, cottagecore, apothecary vibes. Piece de resistance. Let's do it, shall we? First off, we need to get the shelves from the living room, which means I have to go back to the other video. Sorry, inception-wise. And then bring them in here, and then we can set them up. I'm so excited. Hi, lovely people. It is now time to bring the shelves in one at a time. I've just cleaned them off into the other room, ready to bring into here. I actually have a couple of extra ones too, so I'm not sure if we might do a little finagling and see if I can put the other ones in here too. Fingers crossed. Let's do it. Definitely have to take that picture down, I think. Let's fix that. Shelf number 1. Hello, lovely people. The shelves are now in, and I'm also really tired because I've just finished the living room. I'm going to do a little bit tonight, or this afternoon, because it is 2:51. I'm going to do a little bit this afternoon and organize them, and then we'll finish it off tomorrow when I have some more energy. But this is them so far. I'll just give you a little bit of a sneak peek. They're very bland for now, and I'm excited to put some stuff on them. I'm probably not going to put a lot. I don't know what I'm going to do. We're just going to figure it out together. I do have some fake greenery that I do want to put on them, and I do have some journal stuff, but I'm probably going to put that down in the corner where no one's going to see it. So yes. Otherwise, let's figure out what we're going to do with these shelves. Okay, lovely humans. I think it's time we put some stuff on this shelf. Now, I just had like a brainstorm moment where I thought, do you know what? I think I want to keep my sprayed edges within the main bookshelves that are behind you. So I'll just show you those. Rotate. Yeah, so keep them in these shelves. So what I'm going to do is all the sprayed edge ones, I'm going to make color coded over here. So we're going to make color coded with sprayed edges. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my major series like Sarah J. Maas and I'm going to put it over on the shelf behind you, and I'm going to make display shelves for those. So the shelves back around, turning, pivot. These ones here are going to be my special sprayed shelves. So I'm going to do Throne of Glass, maybe Throne of Glass here because it's a bit more sturdy. Up the top, I'm going to do a Court series. And then I might do over on this side, I might do Fourth Wing. And then if I've got like any other like epic series that I have, like for example, I have the Bonded by Thorns series, which would go perfect over there as well. I also have the other Sarah J. Maas. So I could do like Sarah J. Maas and then Fourth Wing and then Bonded by Thorns. That's my thought. We're going to see how it turns out. I probably will change my mind. And yes, I'm using a little dagger because I just feel like it makes me fancy. I wish I had a mushroom that I could use. I do have a mushroom, but it doesn't quite clip on. So I tried. Trust me, I tried. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I have, just so you know, taken all the Harry Potter off the top of the shelf. So this room's going to be completely Harry Potter free. And that's all going to be in the living room. So then you don't have to look at it unless you want to. So first things first, I'm going to put, I can't today. I'm too tired and I want some ramen. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pick up all my journals and all my other stuff and I'm going to put it on the bottom two shelves on the right-hand side. I think you call it the right-hand side. It's just like down here. So I'm going to put them down there. So for example, these are book sleeves. Go there. See? Pretty aesthetic. Yeah. I am going to wrap the vines, which are these guys. Oops, sorry, Odin. These guys, I'm going to wrap them on there. It's beautiful, right? I am going to wrap them probably on there somehow. I don't know whether I just do like down. I haven't figured that out. And it's stuck in my hair. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. I'm also probably going to do, because I love The Mummy. If you don't know, hello. I do have my Book of the Dead book and some pops. And I do have the, what's it called? Where the River Goes or whatever book. And I probably will do a display of them over here as well. I'm probably going to leave the classics as they are, though I may move them out into the living room. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just terrified of putting something on the bottom shelf because Mr. Odin likes to pee on things. Mainly when he's nervous, not like all the time, just when he's nervous. So we will see. Other than that, I'm going to put the stuff on and then I'm going to sit down on my butt and I'm going to relax because I am tired. Yeah, but the shelves in the living room look good. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of the living room shelves? Yeah? Anyway, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to keep you on so you can hear me. And I'm just going to put all my journals down the bottom, even the ones that like I finished using, just because I think it might be a cute idea being the preference, just because I don't have much drawer room anymore. I've only got the one drawer, but then saying that, that's helped me stop like stashing random things all the time like I have in this box. Okay. What else is in that box? Other hooey that I need to find somewhere for. Oh, I have a lamp. I can put a lamp over there. No, I can't put a lamp over there because I don't have a room for the lamp. Okay, anyway, let's figure this out. Sorry if this is a bad shot, but it is what it is. Actually, I should put these on the bottom shelf because I'm not using them at all. Okay, bottom shelf. And I'll put the book sleeves down there too. Oh, no, we might leave the book sleeves. I might put these guys stacked like that. You stacked like that. You stacked like that. You are going to go in these little drawer things that I've got. Let me show you. So I bought from IKEA, they're on sale, these little green tubs. And I'm going to put journal supplies in there. It's going to be a later cake problem, but not today. Okay, that's some of the journals. Do I have any others? No, but I have a tech box. That's a later problem. Okay. What else can go with that? I don't know. I don't know. Can I put a light? I feel like it'd be cute, but then I have to run a cable that entire distance. That won't work. It won't work. I'm just telling you, it won't work. I'm gonna have to destruct all of these shelves. Yep. That's gonna be fun. Yay! Okay. See you tomorrow. Good morning. I am in the library. I have had a good night's sleep and I have a plan. Here's my plan in my head anyway. Also, why are you at a weird angle? Why are you slightly... Feels like you're tilted. Might just be me. Anyway, here's the plan. Take all the embellishments off. Then take the books I want and put them over there. Kind of stylize them over there with the things that I have, and then come back to these shelves and redo them. That's today's plan. I don't know how much we're actually going to get done. I'm hoping all of it because I really want this done. It is now Sunday. I go back to work tomorrow, so fingers crossed. But that is the plan. Let's get started, shall we? First off, too hot for a cardigan. Don't need that. Let's get things off. We might start with like the top shelf and then work our way down, I think. I think that's a plan. Let's do it. Change of plans. I'm going to take the stuff off that is what I want to put over there. So like Quarter Mist and Fury. Hello, I know the microphone's there. Quarter Mist and Fury, and then Fourth Wing and all that. Take them off and then do that reshuffle instead of taking everything off. Otherwise we're going to be here forever. First, let's get the leaves off here. 1 second. I think Throne of Glass first. No, Quarter Mist and Fury. No, whatever it is. This one. This one first. Hey, if I just put them there, and I'll stylize them later. You are not part of the oops. Dropping stuff everywhere. I'm glad you're not seeing this. One shelf done. Okay. These are the shelves so far. They're looking pretty good. I'm probably going to take Fourth Wing off. Do I need multiple copies? I don't know. Probably not. 3 shelves down. Whew, okay. Now, what else can I fit? I've got another shelf there. Okay, so I have this shelf, which really can be down there, which can really be the bottom shelf anyway. I've got the bottom at the bottom. So I've got 1, 2, 3 shelves. What are we going to put on them? That's the question. Might take my necklace off so you don't hear it jingling the whole time. Now, I could do series. I could do the Egyptian one. Yeah, I'll do the Egyptian one. What the River Knows is the book. Jeez, Kate, you forgot. Good job. Okay, and there should be the other ones just here. Where the library hides. I can go there. Okay. Done one. Okay, now I'm going to take the rest of the trinkets off, I think. Shelves are 99% cleared. I'm going to leave those 3 shelves of classics. They're just going to stay as they are. The rest of them, they're all cleared off, and it's just the books. So the next step is to put all the sprayed edges facing out on this one. It's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy this, and that's what I'm going to keep telling myself. Sprayed edges, except for the ones that are going to be on the special edition shelf, they're going to stay there, I think. Also, my blankets, I could do in this ominous reflection, so I might just move you forward. Or I might just close the blind. I don't know. Anyway, I can essentially make 4 shelves. I need to take these ones off, and I think I'm going to put them up here. And do like really nice hard cover editions, special editions there. I just have to reshuffle it. So let me put you all the way up so you can hopefully see the shelves themselves. Wrong way. Okay, so here's my thoughts. We're going to do probably like those guys up here. That's what I'm thinking. I want to bring back my witchy shelf. These guys are probably going to move up here. Yep. And then my ones down the bottom here, which are my graphic novels, I'm hoping to spread them out once I reshuffle everything. Fingers crossed. The only qualm I have is I have a few books that are like the second book or the first book that are the special edition, and the other one I don't have as a special edition. So am I separating books? Is that okay? Does it really matter? I don't know. We're just going to test it out. And do you know what? If I don't like it, I will reshuffle another day. Today's not the day. Also, I have lots of these. A little hack for you, librarian hack. These are little like silicone gel things, and they're meant to absorb water. Now, you are meant to throw them away, but if you are like me and you live with a house that has a lot of moisture and mold, hide them in your books. It's a good way to keep things dry. Anyway, let's reshuffle some things. I've got books over there that can come over here, and then I can space out my classics. Yes, I have so many things I want to do. And I still have room over here. So even if I shuffle things out and decide, hey, I could actually space things out more, I can. Like, you know, Once Upon a Broken Heart series, the Caravel series. Maybe I put that over there because I have a lot of room. I might do that. I either put that down the bottom. Do I put that down the bottom? Yeah, I think I might. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Let's get this party started. Okay, so this is my problem. See, I have Belladonna in the special edition Fairy Loot, but I don't have it in normal hardcover. So, oh well, she'll be right. I was staring at this the other day, and I didn't realize this is actually the skyline. How stupid am I? I'm so silly. Now, I know I wanted to make a witchy shelf, but I don't know how much of that's actually going to happen, and how much I'm just going to reshuffle all my books. Okay. And if I put them down there, then I can space them out. Okay. And then all these can go over. That can stay in the Globe Theatre section. Do, do, do. These are all the books you don't see because they're in the corner. Also, trying to get them to fit is going to be fun. What's on the floor? Sticky stuff. Okay. I'm going to take a moment, step back, reassess, figure out what's going on, and then we'll talk again. So, I've had a thought, because there's lots going on here. There's so much going on here. I also found some more books. I know. Funny, right? What I'm going to do, because, let me get you more in frame, because I have my graphic novels down the bottom here, I think actually I'm going to put them on the fancy shelves, mainly because they're so heavy. And I kind of need the room because I'd like to move these guys out in the corner. Turn you. These guys out from the corner, mainly because they're just not fitting. I'm running out of room. I'm collecting more of them. They don't fit. So I'm going to put those ones in like this section and the larger ones on the other one, and then space these out. That's my thoughts. We're going to give it a go. First, I've got to move the Once Upon a Broken Heart Stephanie Garb section. So they're going to go across and up one. So. I don't want to hear it. It's a chaotic mess, okay? And yes, I did yeet that book. All the paperbacks are there. There are all the paperbacks. Yes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 5 shelves of paperbacks. Yes, I'm probably going to use them as a divider between the special sprayed edge editions and the normal. Over in this corner, what I'm thinking is if I've got like a series like Emily Wilde's, right? Emily Wilde can go up the top. They're her thingies. That's an Emily Wilde section. And then if I've got something else, say, I don't know, one of the other series I have multiples of, like this guy. You can go in the second one. Yay! Okay, that's my thoughts. Putting like small series over there, make a section join together, make my life easier. And yes, I'm a little bit puffed. I also have a stack of books here that need to go in there, including another sprayed edge, well actually 2 sprayed edge, but one of them is technically classified as romance. So the romance ones are staying in the romance section. I'm not bringing into this. Oh, should I? Let me know in the comments down below whether I should put the romance special editions, well, sprayed edge editions in with these shelves as well, or leave them in the library, in the romance library, which is in my bedroom. I don't know. Let me know. Should I put them in? Because I will have room. So fingers crossed. Other than that, I'm going to play like shuffle and shuffle out. I've got 1, 2, 3 more sections to go. Well, 3 more like series sections to do over there. So I might like do a powerless shelf maybe. I need to like figure out what's going on with these because I've got like this one and then I have these ones like, and do I want it there right where you can see? I probably want to put Emily Wilde down there. Oh, this is what I need to think of. Anyway, I'm going to think of that. And you're just going to see what happens. I'm sorry. It's chaos. Spaced them out. They are very nice all the way down the bottom. So I've kind of like put a book in to space them out because I have room for once in my life. Not once in my life, but anyway, I'm going to probably do this corner section over here now, just to make it a little bit spaced out, a little bit pretty. So I've put Powerless up the top. And then I've got Scarlett St. Clair books. And then I have Emily Wilde's, Bridget Kemmer's A Curse So Dark and Lonely. And then, not that you can see, but there is down the bottom, Leigh Bardugo's, not Six of Crows, but the second half of that. So I'm going to space them out. And then I'm going to move over to the paperbacks, which are everywhere. There's like 2 shelves that don't need fixing, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4-ish shelves that do need fixing. So, and I'm like contemplating, do I leave the annotations facing out or do I show the spine? What do I do? I'm annotating this whole series, so it's a thought. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to think about that as I go. And go from there. I have moved some more books over on the other side. So let's rotate or pivot. Okay, so on this side, Sarah J. Maas, comic books down the bottom, which I don't know if you can see. Yes, down the bottom. See, comic books. Woo! Also poetry collections, that kind of thing. And then I've got Fourth Wing, and then I've also put Elizabeth Helen's Bonded by Thorns. I've put Sorcery of Thorns, the Egypt ones, Caravel series, and then journaling right down the bottom. So it's spacing it out. It makes it so much easier. Yes. Okay, now let's go to this corner and let's make it pretty. So I'll give you a little bit of a rundown. It's a little bit hard to like squish in here, so you're probably going to get the back of my head as I'm doing it. Normally what I do is, whoop, there goes something. Well, normally what I do is I just take these and I'm just going to space them out like this and make it pretty like that. These guys, I don't know what I'm gonna, I think I'm just gonna like face the touch of darkness there, there, and then that goes technically there, and then they can go there. Ooh, wrong way. Wrong way. There we go. Okay, corner's done. That's done. I'm going to move on to this side of the room. Half tempted to do these guys first and color coordinate them first. So I want to do like blues together, reds together, blah, blah, blah. So we might do that and then get to the paper editions, because the papers I can sit on the floor, so it's not so bad. But the others are going to be fun. So let's do it, shall we? Done. It's not 100%. I'll probably like end up shuffling things around just because of like color matching and that kind of stuff. But for now, I like how it looks. It's kind of giving me like so much serotonin, but anyway, it's hard to put into words. I'm going to now do the paperback editions and try and put them into like maybe genre. Yes, and go from there is what I think. I think I'm going to leave like this shelf down here that you can't see. This shelf here probably blank. I'll try to, but we'll see what happens. Hi. So I've pretty much spaced out the books as best I can. I just need to fix up the classic section, but I think I don't know what I want to do with it. So let me show you. So this is it so far. So I do have stuff that can move. So like these cups and the dome and all that kind of stuff, and maybe space it out a little bit. But I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. Like, I do have some books that need to be filed away and all that. So really this needs to move. So I might do that now, and I might put the dome and the flowers near Emily Wilde, because I feel like that fits the aesthetic of Emily Wilde, even though I haven't read it, spoilers. And then space it out a little bit, but everything else is spaced out. Let me show you this backdrop. The doggies have joined me because they figured out how to get through my tiny little gate. Well, Odin did. So I've spaced out all the paperbacks. I've got a little bit of room. I technically could move it down from the sprayed edition shelf, which is from the black onwards, but I like having all the like kind of witchy books together. And then I've got Chrisley Cole and Grace Draven and all the others linked together, and there's a little Odin going behind there. But I'm loving how it's looking. It's very aesthetic. I love it. I was a little bit worried about book series not being together with the sprayed edition, like sprayed section, but I love how it looks. So in the end, I like how it looks. If I was to go read the book, we're going to have an issue, but hopefully I remember what book is what by the sprayed edges. But most of the time I'll probably get it on my Kindle, especially if it's a sprayed edge edition. I don't like to read the sprayed edge. Anyway, the others are looking fabulous. I do need to fix up this side and all the stuff all over my desk. But what I'd like to do now is I would like to fix up the classic section, move that stuff over, and then start putting stuff on the shelves once I like space that one out, and then change over to the other side, just so that I can figure out what things are left, what doesn't work, what of these, all these things need to go on those shelves. So I'm going to do that now. And yes, I am watching Rachel Maxey. What a surprise. Yes, first things first, move the stuff to the Emily Wilde section. Out. I'm not 100% keen, but we'll see what happens. I'm now going to embellish the shelves, and then things might need to reshuffle just with the embellishing, and see what happens. I'm liking how much space there is. It just makes me a lot happier that my books actually have room to breathe, and I have room to add to my collection. So yay. Okay, sorry for the chair being in the way the whole time. I don't have anywhere else to move it. Yes. Okay, let's do this, shall we? husband came in. Odin is snoring and it's so cute. I'll insert some footage here.
Figure out which one they need.
Okay, what we're going to do now is I'm going to start on this side. So I finished that side. I'm not going to show you because I'm going to leave it for the big tour at the end, which is the video after this. But we're going to now do the shells. I'm going to start with this one and then move over to that one. So let's start with the top one. See if I can get you in nice and close. I don't know if that's an angle, right? Okay, so I have heaps of stuff and just depends what I want to do. I'm just going to take it off. Not all of it. I need to make a, actually that's what I should do. I should make a pin background for this one. I'm going to leave that off and remember to do that. Ooh. Okay. All right. I'm going to do it like this, I think. So I have 3 copies of A Court of Thorns and Roses because I have the original, I have the new edition, and I have the special edition. So it's a few. It's fine. Everything's fine. And then I've had a few people ask me, this is a cover that I got off, I think Etsy, or it might have been Redbubble. I think it was Redbubble. And they did a recover edition and I'm pretty happy with it. It's turned out pretty good. And then I have my book tin, which has a beautiful quote inside. Okay, we're going to put that there. I have my other tin, which the Night Court is on the top, which kind of frustrates me sometimes because I don't like the others. But anyway, this is my pop that represents Feyre. Do I have the colouring in book? Oh, there it is. My crown. Actually, that crown normally goes with this one, I think. And then I have my colouring in book, which I have not coloured in because I'm not going to. That was not intentional. Sorry for the really loud snoring, but that was not intentional. I'm going to need to change it now. Okay, next shelf down. Probably doesn't need narrating and you probably don't need to hear the snoring. So I'm going to switch it to Fast Forward Kate. Okay, people, I am done. I'm done with the shelves in here. I've just put some sneaky candles up, if you can kind of see them. Don't worry if they're battery operated. I would not risk fire near these books. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. There are some bits that I'll probably fix up, but I love the aesthetic of it. I love the design of it. It just makes me so happy to look at all the books and all the trinkets everywhere. I'm probably now going to wrap this baby up and film my library tour, essentially. So we ended up having 17 shelves in this house. Now, I won't show all 17 as a couple of them have just got plants on them. Some of them are my husband, so we don't need to do that. But I will show you the ones that are in the predominant spaces as well as in the library. So if you want to see that, keep your eyes peeled. It should be out next week or the week after. And I'm excited to show you. Other than that, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I've so enjoyed filming it. I've enjoyed doing this. This is one of my favorite hobbies to do. I know that sounds strange, but I love rearranging books. It's just, oh, and then you rediscover books that you totally forgot you had and you're like, I should read that. It's one of the most exhilarating things for me anyway. I am not an outdoors person. I realized that recently, and this just affirms it. I'm very much an indoors books person. So I'm going to leave you here. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night wherever you are. That you keep on reading. You keep the magic alive. And I'll see you next time you stop by my library. Bye. And don't remember what you're. Let me just get past my foliage. Foliage. Do. I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna put them. Woo, lots of camera changes today, which gives me room to embellish. Right. Left, right. Okay, corner's done.